Hi, I'm Cinsy and welcome to this week's YouTube video with my avocado bonsai. Okay, so this week is actually going to be quite a quick video, but I wanted to show what I have been working on, which was a project that I had, I think in maybe my houseplant tour. I was growing an avocado, saying that I had a special project for it, and I think I started growing, like figuring out how to grow avocados the best like last year. And yeah, I think growing, once you kind of get the hang of it, after about 10 million tries, it took me quite a long time, I can't lie, but yeah, I finally got the hang of rooting avocados. And then I kind of thought, okay, well, like growing an avocado is cool, what else can I do? So then I kind of thought, I'm going to try and bonsai it. So I saw this amazing picture, I think just like on Tumblr or Instagram or something, and I kind of wanted to do something similar. So I had a slate like this that I got from my trip in Cornwall, Devon. No, I was in Devon. So yeah, I got this in Devon. We went to this amazing like seaside area, and it was just like a rocky beach, and it was just these stones, these slates are like just amazing. So yeah, we picked a couple up, didn't know what we were going to do with them, and I thought I would use it for this. And then I decided to bonsai it. I don't know if you can see, like the roots literally just like hardened off now, so it's gone quite woody. And yeah, I've curled let's see if you can see. So I've curled the stem here. And yeah, we've got some like really good growth coming out now. She's kind of gone a bit crazy now. She was quite a slow, it was quite a slow start in the beginning, but look at this. Like, it looks so good. I'm really proud of it. I do water her a lot because I rooted this in water. The roots were definitely used to being very wet. So yeah, I ended up having like a very wet soil mixture for this avocado. And you best believe there was a shit ton of fungus gnats. So I had to sprinkle like loads of cinnamon on it. Don't know if you can still see, there's some there. So yeah, I've just kind of sprinkled loads of cinnamon on it, and I think it's calmed it down now. And because this slate is actually from here to here, it's very heavy. I can't exactly take the pot out to bottom water, so it is what it is. But she's really happy. I've still got, so I'll show you the process. I filmed the process of it, and I don't know when I filmed this actually. I can't actually remember when I did this. I should definitely have kept the dates, but I genuinely can't remember. It was cold, so I want to say, my rabbit is in here and I'm watering my plants on the floor, bottom watering. So I'm a little on edge, I can't lie. Let me show you. Okay, so bottom watering, bunny trying to hide. Oh. Hey Teddy, chilling out there? Please don't hurt my plants. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I can't remember when I did the whole avocado thing, like started like potting it up, but I want to say around February, March time, I think. So yeah, and at that time this bonsai only had about 3 leaves. I did film how I potted the bonsai up, so I will show you now. Okay, so to kickstart everything, I just added a layer of just straight soil at the bottom of my pot, just to give it some kind of padding for the slate to fit into the pot. And then I just filled the rest of my nursery pot with my usual substrate. I actually used a well draining mix when really for an avocado you don't really need to, but yeah, you can really see how big this slate is. Like, it is big, but I think it works really well. Yeah, it's so big that I literally just had to fill each side like I am doing here. And then I'm just watering everything so it is all nice and moist, ready for the avocado to be placed in. Wow, look at those healthy roots. Like, yeah, do you see what I mean by, like, they were quite spirally, so it was quite hard to fit around the slate, but also I was kind of winging it myself anyway, so I didn't really know how I was going to place it. I was hoping the avocado seed could actually just sit on top, but first of all, the way the roots were growing, it just didn't make sense. So yeah, I had to figure it out. And also the roots were obviously not hardened, so it was quite soft. It was quite hard. I couldn't exactly just have them just sitting on top like that. I think the avocado would have definitely suffered if it was just all out of its soil, like how I'm placing it now. But yeah. Okay, so to keep the avocado in place, I just used this wire to attach it onto the slate so that it can kind of set itself up comfortably. Once the roots harden off and it's kind of actually comfortably sat in its place, once it's been potted up properly, it's a lot easier. But yeah, so I was just kind of figuring out a way to just tie it up without it looking so horribly. I think I figured it out in the end. I just did it straight across. I think it was the easiest way that it didn't look so ugly. And honestly, like, if it stays there, then I'm happy. So yeah, now all I'm doing is just filling up the rest of the pot. I just had soil, pretty much 3/4 of the pot, and then I'm just covering the rest of the roots with my soil so that the roots will definitely survive. I can't have all of the roots hardening off because it just wouldn't survive really. So I need to, hence why I needed to make sure that it was really moist to be able to survive. I patted the soil down quite firm actually, so it was all quite tight. I just wanted to make sure that there was enough moisture going to the roots. So yeah, I don't know if that helped it, but I mean, it's alive now, so I'm gonna assume it did all right. But yeah, as you can see, like, it's literally like overflowing from the pot. So yeah, I think I should have probably put the avocado down lower, but I think it looks so good still. And then I just made sure that the whole avocado and the nursery pot was well watered with lots of moisture so that the avocado would survive. Okay, and then the fun bit. So the stem of the avocado is actually pretty resilient. It's got some pushback. You don't feel like it's just going to snap on you when you bend it, which is very nice for when you are trying to bend it. I literally just used the same kind of wire and just started bending it in this kind of shape that I wanted. I just liked like a more bonsai shape for this, as this is meant to be more of an avocado bonsai. So I created my first arch and just bent it round. Actually, like I said, it could really take it. I was very impressed. I didn't feel like I needed to, keep it too loose, enough to see some kind of arch forming. And then exactly the same for my second arch for the stem to face upwards. So yeah, that's kind of what I did really. I just twisted it around, making sure that it had some kind of S shape forming. And then every week or so, I would tighten it slightly more and see how well in shape that it would stay. And once I felt that the arch is not really forming back or trying to stretch back upwards, I just took off the first arch, and yeah, I'm just back, and now I'm just waiting for the lower half of the avocado to harden. Since the roots are out of the substrate and still pretty much fresh roots, I sprayed it a lot, and I would spray it like 3 times a day to make sure that it is getting enough water. That is very important. Okay, so that's kind of how I just potted her up. I completely winged it, and honestly I think I did a pretty good job. The roots were quite curled up because they were in, I will show you. Yeah, so the avocado was in like a tiny pot like this, so the roots were like very much spiraled. Oh, I need to clean this water. I've not been here for the last week or two. I've been working a lot and I haven't focused on my plants that much, so there's a lot of cleanup that I need to do. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so it was in that pot, so the roots were kind of like spiraled a bit, and I needed to find a way to kind of just make sure it was staying inside the roots. First of all, I really wanted it to wrap around the stone, which it kind of did, kind of didn't, but I'm not that bothered about it. I still think it looks pretty cool. It didn't take that long for the root here to harden as well, but I wanted to make sure that it had a good set of roots to really establish itself in the middle here, whilst all of this here can go like quite woody. I still have my rabbits running in and out between the garden and my studio. Excuse. I wish you could see, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I just wanted to make sure it had really good roots for it to be able to like harden here. And I did keep it quite wet because it was growing in water. And also it wasn't actually staying upright. So before I had like, as in the previous video you'll see, like I just kind of tied it up with a bit of wire to keep it upright so that the root will harden correctly, and I was hoping that the root will just harden and the avocado seed would just stay there, but that didn't happen. I didn't film it, it was very much like a quick fix. Didn't know if it would work or not, so I didn't bother filming it, but it did work, so I will tell you. I actually just used a hairpin. I don't know where it was. I was going to try and find where it was, but I literally just pinned it in here and just covered it in soil, so it just held up the avocado seed to the way that I wanted it to. I do make sure that I use quite a big pin so it's not squishing the root so much though. That is the one thing to be aware of. And other than that, nothing. Well, it's summer now, so I'm feeding them a lot more, and I think that's why it's pushing out loads of new growth. It's right under my grow light, so I think we have a bit of like sunburn here. Nothing too bad, but slight sunburn. I'll just move, I think I'll just lift the light up slightly. But yeah, I'm so proud of this. I think this looks really amazing. Let's wait for that plane to go. So yeah, that's kind of it. I definitely want to try out different styles with different avocados. I haven't yet, but yeah, I think I will just kind of try different things out. I'm not going to teach you how to because I don't have any avocados at hand and I didn't plan this in time. But I literally, the best method for me to root an avocado is to literally peel the brown skin off, have it wrapped in a moist kitchen towel, just completely cover it in a moist kitchen towel, and then I just put it in a little bag, Ziploc bag, and forgot about it for a really long time, and then kind of remember it, check if there's roots. If there's roots, put it in water, let it root. That's been the best thing for me, and they tend, for me, I feel like it rooted quite slowly. I don't know if that's because my house wasn't that warm or what, but I just left it, and I think it took like maybe like, I want to say like 6 weeks to 10 weeks, 6 to 10 weeks maybe. It did take quite a long time for me. It will probably vary, so maybe I just have bad luck with avocados, but they definitely root and it's definitely the best way for it. So that is it for this week's video. It was a very short video, which I feel like is quite a good thing for me because I think I talk a lot and somehow my videos always end up being really long. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick video, and that if you haven't watched my channel before or watched my videos, please like and subscribe, check out my other videos. Also, I am going to try this whole bonsai thing again and try it with like a different design at some point. So as soon as I do that, I will also do updates. But I hope you enjoyed it. I think it's really cute. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.